Sagittarius, welcome to your reading for September 2024. I hope this reading finds you well. This is a general reading for you, my lovely Sagittarius. It's a reading for Sagittarius sun, rising and moon sign. If you would like to book a private reading with me, you can follow the link below to my website and book that reading from there. Your channeled message for the month of September, my lovely Sagittarius. It's an interesting month for you. It's a month where your potential lies in what you want to create, what changes you want to bring about. It's going to be a month where you're going to have situations occurring here that are going to cause an awakening in you, a realization in you. Why do you work the hours that you work? Why do you work in the job that you work in and that you don't really enjoy? What is it that you would like to do? Where would you like to work? What would you like to do with your day-to-day? I'm also feeling like there's a level of exhaustion that is around you, my lovely Sagittarius. It's like burning the candle at both ends. It's a month where it's time to really recoup your energy. It's doing things that are restorative for you. If that's a swim in the ocean, a walk in nature, a sleep in, whatever it is for you, rather than pushing the bar, absolutely keep pushing yourself. It's when you slow down and have that rest that there is a new awakening or an awareness that comes around you. It's not about doing things because it's a routine. This is just what you do without really thinking about it. It's about really looking at how you work, what hours you work, who you work with. Do you enjoy the job? Is it time for a promotion or a new line of work? If it's in your home environment, how can you restructure your home environment so that there is a fairness in the workload, so that there is more downtime in the home environment? Who's renovating? That's exhausting. That's exhausting. Is it selling your property, buying something new, buying something elsewhere, bringing in those changes? If not, if you think about those things and don't act on those things, it's about what are your blocks? What's holding you back? What are your fears? Identify those fears. Identifying those fears is going to help you move forward and make the appropriate changes around you. I'm going to draw a card from my archetypes. Let's see what your archetype is for this month. All right, let's have a look. The Eternal Child. You've got two actually. The Eternal Child. Let's look at this one first. So it's about discovering your inner child. Discovering, has your inner child been pushed aside for doing the humdrum, the everyday, and that can be exhausting. It's identifying every aspect of yourself and taking the time to enjoy every facet, every aspect of yourself. If it's the inner child, if it's the serious worker, if it's the sage, if it's the whatever it is, the writer, what aspect of you. But connecting with that inner child, bringing that joy back into your life. Are you joyful? Are you enjoying your life, or are you just a workaholic? I also want to say to you, who's got people in their ear? There's someone or a group of people that keep connecting with you, calling you, or talking to you about their problems, talking about this one, this person, that person, trying to draw you into the politics of a situation. Don't buy into it. Do not buy into it. Okay, because the next card you've got is Venom. Be aware of where around you is situations that are just not going to be good for you. What are your blocks? Removing yourself from situations that are not going to be productive for you, that are not going to be good for you, that are toxic. What are the toxic relationships in your life? What needs to be removed? Interesting. What is part of your totem? Let's have a look at what is part of your totem. It's really interesting, you know, my lovely Sagittarius. I did do your reading. This is the second time around. I did do your reading, and when I went to edit it, there was no sound. Now, I don't know why, because everything was working, but there was no sound. Do you need to give yourself a voice? There are no accidents. These are all synchronicities. So, you know, you got the whole reading, no sound. Interesting, isn't it? What is incomplete in your life? What needs to be re-looked at? What needs to be redone? What needs to be assessed? It's interesting, isn't it? Your totem is the beaver. Work, you see, work. And that's what I get. This month is really, there's a lot to do with work. Even if you're retired, you know, you still work. You're still doing work. What are you doing? Do you volunteer? Do you help others? How do you spend your time? But the beaver is about work. It's really about, let's look at this. Let's not just work for the sake of work. Let's be productive. A beaver is very, very productive, always busy, always doing something, always working. But they have a result. So where you're working, what you're doing, is it giving you the results that you're needing to have, that you're looking for? This awakening is also going to look at some blocks in your life. What's holding you back? Are you fearful? Are you know, oh, the devil you know is better than the devil you don't know. I'm going to stay right here. I'm just creating your Celtic cross. Whatever's going on around you, it's meant to be. It's meant to be. Right, wow, that was good. All right, let's have a look. So the first card you've got here is September starts off with the Ace of Swords. Here it is, the hawk, far vision, can see the tiniest obstacle, the tiniest thing. They know what they're going for, they aim. There's a new threshold to be crossed. There's new learning, there's new way of thinking, there's new realizations coming to you. So you're going to see details that others might be missing. Very interesting. Here you've got the Six of Swords. This is a passage. You're going from one situation to a better situation. Are you changing the roles in your job? Are you redistributing how things are done? Are you re-looking at things? What changes are you making? There's some sort of shift that's coming here, but it's divinely guided. This is something that you're meant to be moving to, something that you're being guided to do. It's going to take you, this awakening is actually going to be a big improvement for you. I like it. I like it. It brings about an ending to the difficulties, to the burdens, to the exhaustion. You know, when you're carrying all this stuff, it's exhausting. So there's an ending to the exhaustion here. Moving forward, sorting out what's holding you back and leaving it behind. Don't take it across the threshold with you. Leave it behind, because it does open up a new awareness. By doing that, your hopes are that it's going to improve your finances, there's going to be growth, there's going to be expansion, there's going to be joy, it's going to be nourishing for you, regenerative. The Empress is any plans that you put in place. I feel like in September you can design your own reality, be the architect of your reality. It's open. You have an open book here in September, my lovely Sagittarius, and I don't think I have ever had that come through. You can write in your book whatever it is you want. You are creating that, so don't hold back. What are your desires? If you're actually going to talk to your boss or is superior about a situation that you want changed, have the courage to do that. You'll be surprised at the results that you get from that. It's about having faith in yourself, faith and belief in what's being brought to you, what's being offered to you. This is destiny here at play. This is, the Hierophant's about religion, it's about faith, it's about the higher self, it's about the unseen. And so it's about having faith and belief in yourself. The Queen of Cups is about nurturing, so it's about self-nurturing. Self-nurturing, my lovely Sagittarius. It's about looking after yourself, re-energizing, rebalancing your emotions, rebalancing you. But it also brings your intuition to the fore. Follow your intuition. Know what it is you want. You're emotionally really strong here. It's about leaving the past behind, past beliefs, past traumas, past blocks, leaving that behind and moving forward. It's not dissimilar to the first card that you got here. It's about moving forward, unencumbered. Unencumbered. Look, it's about leaving that burden behind. The past is the past. It's about moving forward now, which brings new beginnings. New beginnings, new beginnings, new beginnings. Have the courage to jump empty-handed into the void. Have the courage to take on these new opportunities or these ideas. They could be your ideas as well. Acting on those ideas and moving forward on those ideas. I love it. I love it because you've got great cards. You've also got the King of Pentacles here. And this is about being in charge of your finances, being in charge of where you live, being in charge of how you work, where you work, what you're doing. Redefining that. Know that this is what I want and this is what I'm going to get, because you've also got the card of manifestation. Fantastic. You've got a lot of major arcana cards. Be the architect of your future. What do you want to bring about? I love it. Be like the beaver. This is a month of working. Defining. It's important that you define what you're wanting in your reality, how you want your future shaped. September's the month to start to get that into alignment, get that working. Really important. Really important. Let me draw a card from my Divine Abundance deck for you. Let's see what's in store here. Delusion. Oh, you've got 3 cards. I'm going to give you those. You've got delusion. Let's have a look. What does it say? Intention without surrender can be a fast path to delusion. And this is it. You've got to surrender the blocks. You've got to release whatever is in the past. Surrender that to get your new block and your new path. And so you've got expansiveness as well. Eternity is far more creative than the rigid, constrained and exhausted ego, or it's not even exhausted ego, exhaustion. Eternity is far more creative than the rigid constraints and exhaustion, I'm going to say for you. So really recharge your batteries this month. Change. When the ego finally sees the utter madness of trying to control everything, you come to a sacred crossroads in your own evolution. Be aware of the synchronicities around you. Be aware of the opportunities that are being presented to you. And you decide what you're going to do with those to bring in change. It's a really interesting month. You've got a lot of major arcana cards here. It's a major sort of month, a major month for you to really look at. It's an awakening for you. Look at what's going on around you and what can you do to change some things, make things more comfortable. make things more appealing or where you want them to be. I love that. Love, light and many blessings to you, my lovely Sagittarius. It's a very interesting month. I hope that makes sense to you because there's a lot there. There's a lot there. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can follow the link below to my website and book that reading from there.